I have several updates to report on regarding President Trump, specifically regarding President Trump's border wall. So, first, President Trump's border wall is now getting 57 miles longer. And another thing, the Pentagon. First of all, there's nothing, as I reported on yesterday, there's nothing that Congress, there's nothing that any of the congressional members, any of the people in quote-unquote charge can do about this. The Border News stated that the Pentagon gave $1 billion for President Trump's border wall. Now, what does that tell you? I don't know what my phone is doing. It's doing crazy things. It started doing things by itself. It's apparently not wanting me to make this video because I've attempted it this is my 5th time attempting to make this video. I'm still going to roll with it. It's doing things by itself. See, I have no control over what this thing is doing. But back to the topic of what's going on. The border wall. House Democrats can do absolutely nothing about this. Something doesn't want me making this video, probably. But think about it. The Pentagon, for our national security, gave the president $1 billion of their money for funding of the border wall. That right there shows that we need more security, more border security. Now, I have evidence in previous videos that, mind you, only got a few views because they don't want it to go anywhere at all. But where Clinton, both President Clinton and his wife Hillary, when she was Secretary of State, and Obama before he was ever president, before he was ever in office, when he was just a Congress member, when he was just a senator, or whatever he was, when he was just in the government branch, some branch of government, excuse me, he stated, we need more border security. President Bush, border security. President Bush Sr., border security. They all mentioned it, and he said that includes a physical barrier if necessary. Clinton, she said that includes a physical barrier if necessary. Well, you have the people at the border themselves. You have the officers at the border, the commanding officers. You have police officers and soldiers, military commanders, military chief commanding officers who are stating we need a border wall and more border security. And the Democrats in quote-unquote charge don't want more border security. They say there's no crisis. Oh, there's no crime, there's no drugs coming over here, it's not that big of a deal. There's not much human trafficking. They claim that we don't need border security. There's no issue at the border. There's no crime coming over. And that people are coming over illegally. Yes, there's people coming over illegally, but there's also a large number of people coming over illegally. President Trump showed the documents, but they didn't want to see that. When you have your commanding officers in charge, you have the generals, you have the military members, the officers, the police officers, Border Patrol agents, and everyone, 80% or more, like 85% of them stated that they wanted border security. They wanted they wanted the ball dropped on this, basically. They wanted it stopped. They wanted the hammer put down. They wanted the, I don't know if I said the correct thing or not, but they wanted the wall put up because they said they needed security. We needed security. And they said that we needed a physical border to be stronger. And we needed to crack down on the number of illegal immigration. Even the people in charge, the military officers, the police officers, everyone over there at the border agreed. And you know, in the Pentagon, which is responsible for the protection of the United States of America, agrees and gives President Trump $1 billion of their money to build the wall, you know that it's bound to be important. But anyway, he just got $1 billion from the Pentagon, and the House rejected the veto on the bill. So he's still getting his way on that. Several other things took place regarding Israel and regarding his stance on Israel and his stance on the United States of America. Now they're saying he's working on health care, and he said he's going to do it. And everyone in the comment section is stating he's sticking to his word, he's sticking to his guns, and he's holding his word up. He's holding to his word. No president's ever done that. And they stated that, hey, people who were Democrat are turning Republican. The problem is, will they fix the election this time to keep it from happening? That's what I'm worried about. Because they did everything in their power to try to stop it after he got it this time. They said, oh, you better vote right during the second election on January, almost February, like January 21st. You better vote right. And then they even tried it again after January 21st and stated, let's do this again, let's recount it, and you better vote right. Well, they were even threatened. The Electoral College was threatened for voting for him. Some of them even quit, but the majority of them held to their word, voted the same way, and kept the president in office. They didn't even worry about the second election every other administration, but this one, they wanted to change the results so badly that they went along with it and wanted to try their best to change the results of the election. They've been working ever since then to change the results of the election. They'll probably do everything in their power to keep him from becoming president next time. Hopefully, and I have a feeling there'll be a lot of chaos take place if they do that. But maybe he'll get in there again. We'll see what happens. He's held to his word unlike anyone else. And you know when the Pentagon gives you $1 billion, and the Pentagon is responsible for the security of the United States of America, and they give you $1 billion for something, you know that it's bound to be important. And there's no way that anyone should be able to argue against that when the group responsible for the security of this nation is giving $1 billion for something the president says is needed for the security of this nation. That pretty much tells you right there it's needed for the security of your nation. All right, moving on. Peace, much love. Links are below. You can support if you like. If not, still thank you for subscribing, and peace, much love. Bye.